Hello newcomers and old, I am CoreScratches, and I know! An art video from me? What is this madness? Okay, it's needless to say it's been a while. A good 2 weeks since I last made any kind of art video for you all. I did have a plan to maybe post another art video in the middle of Found Footage week, but that fell through. As you saw in my Society Quick Draw video, I've been using Blender models to structure my drawings a bit more. Hatton finally convinced me that's the way to go, after all these years of trying and failing to internalize structure, proportion, and so on. I've been recording myself trying it out, and I have a decent library of videos now that show a modicum of progression over these last few weeks, but I haven't really found anything to say about it other than just that. And I haven't found any decent stock music to use either, so there hasn't been a video of that. Remember that one video where I tried mimicking Philip Jackson's style and I ended it by making a short comic and I overlaid it with Ignite? I did that because I thought it was a decent song and I could use it without infringing on copyright, but no. YouTube decided to prohibit monetization due to copyright content on that video. So I need to find new music that won't make me want to dig out my cochlea with a fork. YouTube problems in 2020. Moving on, I didn't really have any specific plan when I started making this one. I just posed a lady in an interesting way, and right around the time her bum became the size of her head, I decided it may as well be Chloe Sinclair. She's a pin-up Philip Jackson does a lot, and so far my Jolly Jack studies have been my most viewed videos, so what's the harm? Aside from my reputation when I keep insisting I'm not a furry. After spending last week watching, studying and writing about Man Bites Dog, I was in dire need of drawing something and anything, so I quickly posted a model in Blender, started sketching and outlining, and I was pleasantly surprised by the result. It was quick and relaxing, and in a way I didn't have to think so much about drawing the pose, correcting the proportions and so on. It's very rare for me to finish one picture in less than 3 or 4 days, and this one was done in barely 5 hours. I know I'm a shit artist, shut up. The thing is, if you're an old comer, you know I'm overly ambitious. I want to go beyond and make spectacular things. I don't usually succeed because I don't have the know-how, but that's a point of pride for me. I like anthropomorphic creatures, but I want to do something more than just staple some cat ears and a tail to what's otherwise a normal person. I want to make new creatures that are neither human or animal, but a perfect mix of the two. Again, don't usually succeed, but that's what I want to do. And I don't want to just draw flat-colored cartoon doodles. Or at the very least, I didn't think I'd want to. Take my photo bashes, for example. That was me attempting to go the extra mile and make quote-unquote real creatures, and reach a point of creation where I felt I was doing something special. Then I couldn't afford Photoshop anymore and had to give it up, and I didn't think making cartoon characters is something I'd want to do. But I genuinely enjoyed myself doing this. The hair was a pain in the ass, but this was really fun and I don't think it looks too shabby. Still far too human for my liking, but considering this is a pin-up, that's probably a good thing. So what does this mean for me? I honestly have no idea. I know this much. I feel like I have unlocked some new level of potential for me, and the thought of being able to make new pictures in hours instead of days is making me very hot and bothered. But I also know I don't want to abandon my ambition to make something more interesting than standard furries. No ill will to furry artists, that would be hypocritical of me, but I'm not sure it's something I want to do. I'm gonna give it some more thought, try to think of a way to get the best of both worlds, and hopefully it'll make its way to a new video in the future. Thank you all for watching, I have been CoreScratches, and I hope you will see me again in the next video.